How many times do you find yourself getting distracted from your goals? How many times did you procrastinate to take action toward achieving something big in your life? How many times your emotions seem beyond your control? I know it feels really bad being the same person doing the same thing every single day, knowing that you are far away from where you want to be. But this video here is about to change you today. You see, your mind is a powerful tool, capable of shaping your reality and influencing every aspect of your life. In this fast-paced world, the ability to master your mind is not just a luxury, but a necessity for maintaining balance, achieving your goals, and finding inner peace. Today, we're going to explore how to gain control over your mind in just 60 seconds. It might sound impossible, but the techniques we'll discuss are rooted in ancient wisdom and modern neuroscience. These methods are designed to interrupt your usual thought patterns and create a reset button for your consciousness. And I assure you that you haven't heard of these techniques because they are really unique and not commonly known to the public. As we take a look into these secret techniques, remember that the mind is like a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger your mental control becomes. Each method we'll explore is a tool in your spiritual toolkit, ready to be used whenever you need to center yourself or regain focus. To discover how a single minute can transform your state of mind and, potentially, your life. Let's begin with our first technique, a simple yet powerful method that uses the rhythm of your own breath to anchor your wandering mind. The reverse counting breath technique. Picture this. You're standing at the edge of a bustling crowd, your thoughts as noisy and chaotic as the scene before you. Now, imagine you have a remote control that can slowly turn down the volume of this mental noise. This is the essence of the reverse counting breath technique. Here's how it works. You'll count backward from 60 to 1, synchronizing each number with your breath. As you inhale, think of the number. As you exhale, let it go. 60 on the inhale, release on the exhale. 59 on the inhale, release on the exhale. Continue this pattern all the way down to 1. This technique is remarkably effective because it engages multiple aspects of your mind simultaneously. The act of counting backward requires just enough mental focus to disrupt your usual thought patterns. It's like changing the channel on a radio that's been stuck on the same station. Meanwhile, paying attention to your breath anchors you in the present moment. Your breath is always happening now, not in the past or future where our minds often wander. By linking the counting to your breath, you're creating a bridge between your conscious mind and your body's natural rhythm. As you practice this technique, you may notice your thoughts trying to intrude. This is normal. The key is not to fight these thoughts, but to gently return your focus to the counting and breathing. Each time you do this, you're strengthening your ability to direct your attention. The beauty of this method lies in its simplicity. You can do it anywhere at any time, without anyone even noticing. It's a secret reset button for your mind, available whenever you need it. With regular practice, you may find that you can achieve a sense of calm and focus, even before reaching the count of 1. The sensory shift method. In our modern world, we're often disconnected from our senses, lost in a sea of thoughts about the past or future. The sensory shift method is designed to bring you back to the present moment by engaging each of your senses in rapid succession. Here's how to practice this technique. For 10 seconds each, focus intensely on what you can see, hear, feel, smell, and taste. Start with your sense of sight. Look around you and really observe your environment. Notice colors, shapes, light, and shadows. Then shift to your hearing. What sounds can you detect? Perhaps the hum of electronics, distant traffic, or your own breathing. Next, move to touch. Feel the texture of your clothes against your skin, the pressure of the floor beneath your feet, the temperature of the air on your face. Then focus on smell. What scents can you detect in your environment? Finally, turn your attention to taste. Even if you're not eating, notice any lingering flavors in your mouth. This method works by flooding your mind with sensory information, leaving little room for rumination or worry. It's like hitting the refresh button on your brain, clearing out mental clutter. and bringing you into sharp focus with your immediate surroundings. The sensory shift method is particularly useful when you're feeling overwhelmed or disconnected. By grounding yourself in your physical senses, you create a bridge between your inner world and the outer environment. This can help reduce anxiety and increase your sense of presence. Moreover, this technique can enhance your overall awareness and appreciation of your surroundings. You might start noticing details you've never seen before, or find a new appreciation for the symphony of sounds that make up your daily life. In essence, it's a mini meditation that can transform an ordinary moment into something extraordinary. Certainly, I'll continue emphasizing multiple words and phrases with quotation marks throughout the rest of the document, adding a bit more emphasis compared to the previous example. The body part activation sequence. Imagine your body as a complex machine, with each part playing a crucial role in your overall functioning. The body part activation sequence is a technique that helps you reconnect with this incredible machine, creating a powerful mind-body link that can center your thoughts and calm your emotions. Here's how it works. Starting from your toes and moving upward, mentally activate each part of your body in sequence. Spend about 2 seconds on each body part, consciously sending your attention there and imagining it lighting up or becoming energized. Begin with your toes, then move to your feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, hips, abdomen, chest, fingers, hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, neck, and finally, your head. As you focus on each area, try to really feel that part of your body. Notice any sensations, tensions, or feelings of relaxation. This technique serves multiple purposes. First, it draws your attention away from racing thoughts and into your physical being. It's hard to worry about tomorrow's meeting when you're focused on the sensation in your left elbow. Secondly, this method promotes body awareness, which can be incredibly grounding. Many of us spend our days largely disconnected from our physical selves, lost in thought or digital distractions. This sequence brings you back to your body, reminding you of your physical presence in the world. Lastly, this technique can help you identify areas of tension or discomfort in your body that you might not have been aware of. This awareness can lead to better self-care and stress management. The body part activation sequence is particularly useful when you're feeling scattered or disconnected. By systematically bringing your attention to each part of your body, you create a sense of wholeness and integration, unifying your mind and body in a powerful way. The mantra momentum technique. Words have power. They can shape our thoughts, influence our emotions, and even alter our physical state. The mantra momentum technique harnesses this power, using a personal affirmational phrase to redirect your mind and create a surge of positive energy. To begin, choose a short, powerful phrase that resonates with you. This could be something like, I am calm and centered, I choose peace, or even a single word like strength or focus. The key is to select something that feels authentic and meaningful to you. Now here's how to apply the technique. Start by saying your chosen phrase slowly and deliberately in your mind. Gradually increase the speed at which you repeat it, as if you were a train picking up momentum. Continue to repeat the phrase faster and faster until it becomes a rapid, almost rhythmic chant in your mind. As you do this, you may notice that it becomes increasingly difficult to hold on to other thoughts. This is the power of the mantra momentum technique. By occupying your mind with this rapid repetition, you're effectively crowding out intrusive or negative thoughts. This method works on multiple levels. First, the content of your chosen phrase can help to reinforce positive beliefs or desired states of mind. Second, the act of repetition itself can have a meditative effect, calming your mind and centering your focus. Finally, the increasing speed creates a sense of mental momentum that can carry over into your actions and attitude even after you finish the exercise. The mantra momentum technique is particularly useful when you're facing a challenging situation or need a quick boost of confidence or calm. It's like having a secret weapon that you can deploy at any time to shift your mental state. Remember, the effectiveness of this technique often increases with practice. As you become more familiar with it, you may find that you can reach a state of mental clarity and focus more quickly each time you use it. The visualization vortex. Close your eyes and picture this, a swirling vortex of vibrant colors, spinning before your mind's eye. This mesmerizing image is the centerpiece of the visualization vortex technique, a powerful method for clearing your mind and regaining control over your thoughts. Here's how to practice this technique. Start by visualizing a colorful vortex in front of you. It could be reminiscent of a tornado, a whirlpool, or even a galaxy spiraling in space. The key is to make it as vivid and dynamic as possible in your imagination. Now, imagine that this vortex has a powerful gravitational pull. As thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them being drawn into the vortex. See them swirling faster and faster until they disappear into its center. These could be worries, to-do lists, random musings, any mental content that's cluttering your mind. The power of this technique lies in its engaging imagery. By giving your thoughts a visual representation and a place to go, you're creating a mental model for releasing them. This can be particularly helpful for those who struggle with traditional meditation techniques that ask you to empty your mind. Moreover, the act of visualization itself requires mental focus, which naturally draws your attention away from your usual thought patterns. It's like creating a mental screensaver that overrides your default mode of thinking. The visualization vortex can be especially useful when you're feeling overwhelmed by racing thoughts or stuck in a loop of worry or rumination. By giving your mind a task, in this case, maintaining the vivid image of the vortex, you're redirecting your mental energy in a more constructive way. With practice, you may find that simply calling up the image of the vortex can trigger a sense of mental clarity and calm. It becomes a visual cue for your mind to shift gears, moving from chaos to control in a matter of moments. The emotional alchemy exercise. Emotions are a fundamental part of the human experience, but they don't have to control you. The emotional alchemy exercise is a powerful technique for transforming negative emotions into their positive counterparts, harnessing the plasticity of your brain to shift your emotional state. Here's how it works. First, identify the negative emotion you're experiencing. It could be anger, fear, sadness, or any other challenging feeling. Now, think of its opposite. For anger, it might be calm. For fear, it could be courage. For sadness, perhaps joy. Once you've identified both the current emotion and its desired opposite, close your eyes and visualize the negative emotion as a shape or color in your mind. It might be a red, jagged shape for anger, or a heavy, dark cloud for sadness. Really see and feel this representation in your mind's eye. Now, imagine this shape or color slowly transforming into a representation of positive emotion. The red, jagged shape might soften and turn blue, representing calm. The heavy, dark cloud might lighten and disperse, revealing a warm golden light of joy. As you visualize this transformation, allow yourself to feel the shift in your body. Notice how your breathing changes, how your muscles relax or energize. This physical awareness helps to anchor the emotional shift, making it more tangible and real. This exercise leverages the brain's neuroplasticity, its ability to form new neural connections and pathways. By repeatedly associating a negative emotion with its positive counterpart, you're essentially rewiring your emotional responses over time. The emotional alchemy exercise is particularly useful when you're caught in the grip of a strong negative emotion. It provides a structured way to acknowledge your feelings while also empowering you to actively shift your emotional state. Remember, the goal isn't to suppress or deny negative emotions, but to transform them. This practice can lead to greater emotional intelligence and resilience, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with more grace and positivity. The micro-movement meditation. In a world that often equates meditation with sitting still, the micro-movement meditation offers a refreshing alternative. This technique engages your brain in a unique way, using tiny, almost imperceptible movements to focus your mind and bring you into the present moment. Here's how to practice this technique. Sit or stand comfortably and close your eyes. Now, begin to make extremely small movements with different parts of your body. These should be so subtle that an observer wouldn't notice them. You might gently wiggle a toe, make a slight movement with your finger, or softly tense and relax a muscle. As you make each micro movement, focus your full attention on the sensation it creates. Notice the feeling in your muscles, the touch of clothing against your skin, the shift in your balance. Move slowly from one body part to another, spending about 5 to 10 seconds on each tiny movement. This technique works by engaging your proprioception, your body's ability to sense its position in space. By focusing on these minute movements, you're activating parts of your brain that are often on autopilot, creating new neural pathways and heightening your body awareness. The micro-movement meditation is particularly effective because it combines the focus of meditation with subtle physical engagement. This can be helpful for people who struggle with traditional stillness-based meditation practices. The small movements give your mind a tangible anchor, making it easier to stay present and focused. Moreover, this technique can be practiced almost anywhere, at any time, without drawing attention to yourself. It's a discreet way to center yourself in the midst of a busy day or a stressful situation. With regular practice, you may find that the micro-movement meditation enhances your overall body awareness and mindfulness. It can serve as a bridge between your inner world and your physical existence, helping you feel more grounded and present in your daily life. The Thought Categorization Challenge. In the constant stream of thoughts flowing through your mind, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or lost. The Thought Categorization Challenge is a technique designed to bring order to this mental chaos, helping you gain perspective and control over your thought patterns. Here's how it works. Before you begin, decide on 3 to 5 broad categories for your thoughts. These could be things like work, relationships, self-improvement, worries, and random. The categories can be adjusted based on what's most relevant to your current life situation. Now, for the next 60 seconds, pay attention to each thought that arises in your mind. As quickly as you can, mentally assign each thought to one of your predetermined categories. Don't dwell on the thoughts or try to analyze them. Simply notice them and categorize them. This technique serves multiple purposes. First, it creates a sense of distance between you and your thoughts. By categorizing them, you're observing your mind at work, rather than being caught up in the content of each thought. Secondly, this exercise can help you identify patterns in your thinking. You might realize that a disproportionate amount of your thoughts fall into the worries category, for instance, prompting you to address underlying anxieties. The rapid-fire nature of this challenge also engages your mind fully, leaving little room for rumination or stress. It's like playing a fast-paced mental game with yourself, which can be both focusing and energizing. The Thought Categorization Challenge is particularly useful when you're feeling mentally scattered or overwhelmed. By organizing your thoughts into categories, you create a sense of order and control. This can be especially helpful before tackling a complex task or making an important decision. With practice, you may find that this technique enhances your overall mental clarity and self-awareness. It can help you become more conscious of your thought patterns, paving the way for positive changes in your mental habits. Each of these methods offers a unique approach to centering your thoughts, managing your emotions, and gaining control over your mental landscape. Experiment with these techniques in different situations to discover which ones resonate most with you. With time and practice, you'll develop the ability to reset your mind and regain focus in just 60 seconds, no matter where you are or what challenges you face. Remember, the mind is your most powerful tool. By learning to direct and control it, you open the door to greater peace, productivity, and personal growth. The power is in your hands, or rather, in your mind.